Thursday night at 7, so you know what that's like. It's time to tune in with Mona on Lots of Tea tonight.
She's finished with the makeup and the wig is on just right.
She's gonna spill the tea on her talk show, that's right. We're gonna speak on topics that might be hard to take. But understand we gotta until the whole wide world is awake. Let's not waste another moment and get on with the show. Cause it's time to get things started. Why don't we get things started?
You better get things started.
On the most sensational, informational, celebrational, confrontational. Now it's time for Mona and the Show. I'm not going to be able to hear anybody. There's it is. Hi, everybody. Can everybody hear me? You can all hear me. I'm hoping that I can hear all of you. Live your comments show up on. What is that saying? What is it doing? Why am I in something else? There's like old.
Oh, somebody's clicked the top.
But why is this an old thing? Those don't show up. Those are old, aren't they? Oh, no, but this is new people. Okay. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a wonderful. Let's see. Can everybody hear this?
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
We all heard that? Good. Hi, Monica. Hi, Lee. Juditha, thank you for all joining us. And Floyd, good to have you. We have a great show for you all today. I don't know. It seems like every time we hit go live, something happens on my end. I'm frozen right now on my screen. Am I frozen on yours?
No, we're okay. Now you're back.
I don't understand. I really don't. I just don't get it. Someone's gonna have to call my internet people. Here, I'm gonna go on the other Wi-Fi. That's probably why, because I'm on 2.4 and not the 5G. And how about now? I'm gonna leave and come back in. How about that?
Okay.
Play a little music for us. Now am I right? I'm off just by a hair. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm going to call StreamYard because they're going to have to figure out why this happens every week, because it doesn't happen any other time but when we go live and we pay for this service, and I'm not happy with it. So we're going to have to do something about it. So hope everyone's doing good. We are so glad that you're all here with us on this Thursday evening here at Lots of Tea. It's good to see all of you. Maybe now I'm better. Huh? Did you hear it? My stuff just says Bluetooth is connected. I don't know what's going on. I got all these lights over here going on and on and on and on. And I'm better now. A little bit closer. Okay. So just a little recap. The car is back. Thank you, Jesus. If you didn't know, the car is back. I got it, Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Got the car back on Tuesday. Apparently, the person who shall remain nameless. I don't know what this lady's doing over here. She's Bluetooth and connecting me to death. She just keeps saying it over and over and over again. Brought it back and apparently went to get some help, and a Signature Health Becky, you can tell me if this is true. And Large Marge, I think, probably would know too. And they referred him to Square. Is that right? Square here in Ashtabula. And they locked the doors behind him, and threw away the key, and wouldn't let him go anywhere. And he kept saying, "I just saw my car I'm in. I saw my car that I'm in. I can't. I don't know why she keeps saying this in my ear. It's driving me nuts. Oh, you know why? Because we have Bluetooth connected over here, and I don't think that we need it. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, you know why? Because you're over here playing on my computer. So, sorry everybody. I just needed, but I'm gonna have to tell these people because it's ridiculous. I'm not gonna keep paying for a service that doesn't work properly, and I love it. I love it so far. Now let's see what happens if I turn Bluetooth off. Am I good? Can you still hear me? Good. We are still good? Still good. How about now? Had a little chipmunk laugh, and I'm okay. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. I don't know. I know I'm a little behind in words, and I'm gonna hate it when I watch it later. But whatever. So I'm just waiting to see. I have a little especially for everybody, a big announcement. Now, if you weren't here, you all know that I had to put my little dog Newton down. So it was horrible. He had a splenectic tumor, and it's not even been a year since I have put Zeus down. So it was very, very hard for me to handle that. But I have a big announcement. Ashley, if you want to roll that. Big announcement. Where's the music? You got music playing? Turn on music again. When are we going? We're going the 23rd.
Oh, Daddy, Daddy.
Um,
Daddy, Daddy. Choose Daddy, Daddy.
Video done? Now. Come on. I bet you I can. No, June. And I'm back. Well, I was always there, but I didn't even get to see anything. But I am getting this beautiful and surprise all the way from Kentucky. My good friend Jill and my little baby Truby. Oh, let me see her. Look at that little schnoozle schnouzly face.
That's your daddy. That's your daddy, mommy.
I can't hear anything. I'm gonna. Yeah, Jill. I'm coming. I'm leaving, and I'm coming right back, Jill.
Okay. Why is my screen crooked? You're so cute, baby. You're so good, baby. Do you want your little mama? You get to meet your daddy, mama. I know you want to go to sleep, but you got to meet your daddy, mama.
Would you just look at her?
She's precious.
I still can't hear Jill, and I don't like it.
I have my mic on.
Well, everybody else can hear you. I just can't hear. I hear you faintly through their computers coming through, and I'm frozen again, and I'm about to throw a towel. But Jill is a dear friend of mine. She used to live up here by me. She's a good friend. We worked together at the Pride of Geneva. She was my boss, and you're bossy. Don't do that face. No, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't that bossy.
I learned how to write. I was a writer, and she'd say, "Go get this story and write it for me," and I would write it. You would go get the story for me and I would write it. But she was the one that found Zeus for me. And you know what? This is what I'm going to do, everybody. I love you all, but I'm going to do, I am going to stay here, but I can't stand to not see my face. Where did Jill go?
I'm here.
Yeah.
You look great, by the
Do
way.
this because I can't stand to watch myself
Why?
until I figure it out. But I'm lagging. But anyway, Jill found Zeus. We've been 10, we'll be going on 11 years now, and got him his forever home. And when I was struggling and I found Newton, she was one of the first people that I had messaged, and I was like, I need this dog. And I know he's mine. I know he's mine. And then I was like, hit the wall, and I'm like, "Meh, meh, meh," because he was in Florida and I didn't know. I didn't know he was in Florida. And Jill said, well, we're going to do whatever we can to get him here. She started calling people. I started calling people, and we called the shelter about every day for a month. No one answered because they're so packed down there. And so when she found out about Newton, Jill's been breeding. What's the name of your kennel?
Muddy
Muddy?
Puppy Farm.
Muddy, what is it?
Muddy Puppy.
Muddy Puppies. Muddy
It
Puppies?
says right there.
Muddy
Oh, it's
Puppy.
right there. Muddy Puppy Farm. Did they get muddy? Look at her face. Oh my God.
Yeah, they do.
She
But
is
then I
adorable.
clean them.
I just love her to pieces. I liked when you guys had where I could hear her.
I'm trying to get her in. There you are.
Here, look at
You
her.
just stay
Is
in
her
the
eyes
corner.
going to stay blue?
I'm hoping. Like, we'll know probably around 9 or 10 weeks if they're going to stay. But they're like a light. I feel like normally dogs that where their eyes change is when they're darker blue,
Yeah,
and she's just real light blue.
they're really light. And then her nose
And
is so
Dad-
light too. I'm wondering if she's going to stay blue.
Yeah, well, Dad has blue eyes, and two grandmas have blue eyes, so
I just want to kiss her.
I think she's gonna stay blue.
I want to kiss
They're
her and
just
kiss her and kiss her, and I
striking.
want to smell her puppy breath.
Huh?
I want to kiss her and kiss her and kiss her and smell her puppy breath.
Oh, she still has puppy breath.
I
And
love
she's
it.
nice and clean. She had her first bath today. She did
I
a lot
love
of firsts today.
She did good. She had a lot of firsts.
She did.
She got on the grass.
She knew what the blow dryer was, but she never had it on her. And she was perfectly fine with it. She was fine with the bath. And then we took her outside and she got to play in the grass for the first time. She peed outside for the first time.
Good
She's
girl.
just done a lot of good things today, huh?
She'll be
baby?
5 weeks old tomorrow.
Yep.
5 weeks old tomorrow. So when Jill
5
found out
weeks
that Newton had passed, she and I were talking, and she said, you know, a long conversation short, she wanted to give me one of her puppies. And she said she knew that I would be a good dad because I always have been, and I got to pick which one I wanted. And this was the little girl that I picked. She's the biggest one in the whole litter. Look at that face. And she's all the way in Kentucky right now, and I can't stand it. But Joe, you do a puppy culture, it's called.
Yeah,
Puppy
it's
boot
not
camp.
something I created, but it's something that I found when I started thinking about breeding, and it's a socialization and training program that's specifically developed for puppies from birth until the end of their critical socialization period, which is like 12 weeks.
Right.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And it's all scientific backed, and there's been tons of studies on what puppies need at different stages of their life, and it tends to create more confident, independent, non-aggressive dogs that are, just, they're not afraid of things. They're not afraid to go out in public. They're not afraid of the vet. They're not afraid of fireworks or thunderstorms. They're just independent, confident dogs, but well-rounded, I guess, dogs. I can't hear you now. I can't hear you.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So she's been exposed to now.
Well, we
thunderstorms,
started
sound.
at birth. we started with doing early neurological stimulation where just like touching different parts of their body just from the time she hit the ground. And she was last born. She was the
She
final
was.
girl, the final girl of 6 girls. And we started right away. And every day we add something new. And sometimes I add a little bit more. It just depends. But she's been exposed to different sounds and loud noises because part of the program is teaching them to deal with small frustrations because big frustrations lead to aggression. And it's the same thing with
Right.
people. So if you look at it, the way that they describe it is like when we're in a traffic jam
Yeah.
and we're frustrated and we're irritated and then we're late and we can't get to where we're going and we can't figure out.
Just build it.
So what do we get? We get aggressive and we turn it turns into
A
anger.
bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
So by introducing little frustrations and letting the, I don't know if you can see her paws. She's being super cute. Look at her.
Oh my gosh.
Little frustrations and letting their cognitive skills kick in and their ability to solve problems, they become not like they're confident in anything that they can do, creating little challenges.
Right.
And there's key points in their development that you introduced her certain things. And so she's been introduced to music. She's been introduced to loud noises, vacuum cleaners, blow dryers, pans clanging together, thunderstorms.
You did fireworks too, I believe, right?
Yep, we just started. I'm doing the fireworks on YouTube, but I'm going to actually take the puppies and load them all up and take them to a real fireworks show so that we get that out of the way because that's
Memorial
annoying.
Day?
It's
Yay.
annoying to have a dog that is scared
And
of
they shoot
everything.
right, and they shoot them off around my house all the time. They think it's
Right.
the 4th of July all year round, and I don't know why. Oops, sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
I just messed that up. How do you get one, Madison? Jill, you have 3 puppies left, right? Madison's a great friend of mine. She lives in Michigan, so she's just right above you.
Yay.
I think she'd be a wonderful little mommy daddy too. So tell people you have, Jill's very particular too. Like she don't just these are her babies. Like you got to be a good mommy daddy. She's gonna put you through the 3rd degree.
Well, so far I'm really lucky. Like I have you and I have 2 other friends that are taking 2 puppies for their forever homes. So the last 3 I will be particular with. I mean, I'm going to be particular, but and they're 3 great puppies. I have a black one. She's considered a tuxedo. She has a little bit of white on her chest and on her chin and paws. And she's really small right now. She's one of the smallest ones.
I just love her.
And I have a little cream colored one and I have a brown tri. And they're all super smart. They're all ahead of every milestone they're supposed to be having. They're about a week ahead. So they're starting to learn how to potty where they're supposed to.
Yeah, so they come housebroken pretty much.
Pretty much housebroken. Yeah. I'm aiming for fully, but
they're
we'll
still
see.
puppies.
Yeah, I have 3. She's one of the 3 that they're getting it right now.
She's
totally
smart. I
get it.
knew she was gonna be a smarty pants.
She's super smart. And the little black one is getting it.
Is that the little grumpy one?
Yeah, no, that's the brown one. The brown one's the grumpy
The
one.
little grumpy
Yeah.
pants. Grumpy pants.
But she's changing her personality this week.
Yeah.
She's just becoming more open to touch and I think she's tired. I think she's
like, can you let me down, please? I'm tired of being on the camera.
No, she's gonna be a showgirl.
Oh yeah, just like you. Jill and I went to a murder mystery one time, and we dressed up to go. And she wanted to be a showgirl. She had this wig on, and I was doing drag at the time, so I had all this stuff. She had a boa, and she's like, "I'm a showgirl." And then she was in a play after that. She was like all over the place with that. But yeah, Madison, you can message me, and I'll get you in contact with Jill.
She
Anyone
wants
else?
the black one.
It's cute. Yeah. And you know what? You know what is so exciting because and this is what's so weird, people. I don't know what day I got Zeus when you found him or any of that. I wish I did it such a long time ago. But I put Zeus down on July 2nd. I signed Newton's paperwork August 2nd. And Jill asked me about this puppy April 2nd, May 2nd. April 2nd.
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? So weird, isn't that? I don't know what twos mean. Does anyone know what twos mean? Hi, Danielle. I don't know what twos mean, but what's exciting to me is that I've got to watch her grow up with all the videos and pictures that you've sent me, and I've never got to do that before, getting a rescue dog and stuff. And things like that. So for everyone that knows, if you've lost a dog and you've come home to an empty house, it's not very fun. I cry a lot. I have moments for both of my dogs because I didn't even get to, get over. I mean, not get over, but get over the mourning process because you go through those processes of Zeus, and then I lose another dog that I was already falling in love with. I mean, he was a great dog, and my goal is like I have this wonderful puppy coming, and we're going to be companions and go everywhere together. And if the old dog needs a home, she can come and stay with us to the end. But I have someone that's young and vibrant and that can be here with me. So I can't wait. And you know what? I wasn't going to tell you because it was so funny. Because when you said that, I was like, oh my God, yeah. But I sent you the thing. I was like, you guys are going to be on the air tonight. And I sent you the video. That's what I meant was the video. And you're like, okay, we'll do it. And you're like, I don't know if I want to be on there. And then you're like, I don't know if I can do it. And I was like, I'm not telling her because I wanted to be on.
What's funny is you asked me to put together a list of what she's been doing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it would be so much easier if I just
I was glad.
Come on and tell it because she's done so much in her short little almost 5 weeks of life. So
she's smart. I couldn't believe watching her run through the grass today. Just running and running. After she was running to Mark. She wouldn't leave you alone. She was right on your heels, wasn't she?
Because she knows my voice, but she's getting socialized more and more. There's a cat right here. So I haven't introduced the cat yet. I'm gonna wait.
I just got on my video camera just now in the backyard, so
just gonna wait a couple weeks to see
ugly raccoon too.
How she does with cats, but I have two Great Pyrenees, which are very large dogs, and I'm gonna introduce them after they get their vaccines next week. My dogs are all vaccinated, but
you want the puppies,
just to be sure. And then she's already met her dad.
Yeah.
And dad was fine. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I didn't put her on the floor with him yet, but they did have an introduction and he's fine with the puppies. So after they get their first vaccinations, I think they'll all be, so she's going to be socialized with other dogs.
Wonderful.
And that'll make her life easier.
Madison, they're Aussie Doodles. They're more poodle.
They're F2B Aussie Doodles. So they're going to have a little bit more poodle in them than Aussie. They still have some of the Aussie traits.
And that's standard poodle. They're
right. And their coat is going to be, no dog is completely hypoallergenic or shed free, but I can tell you, like dad and mom both shed very little.
Yeah,
like,
that's the curly hair and stuff. Yeah,
like I have a purebred poodle too, and she sheds more than my Aussie Doodles.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
So
well, I thank you, and if I'll get you in contact with Madison, you can talk if Madison's interested, or whoever else. You guys message me, and or send an email to our website and we'll get a hold of you.
Wait till you see her, so Michael, much. And you.
I know I can't wait. I'm gonna die.
She's so soft, like you're gonna die.
I know. I'm gonna sleep with her every night.
So soft.
Make sure she knows how to go up and down the steps.
I will teach her that. And anything else, if there's anything else you want me to do, let me know.
I've got a ramp for her to get up and down out of the bed. We're going to teach her that, so that she doesn't have to jump. Yeah, I don't want to. Well, I got it for Newton because he was so short and stubby, but he never went. He never went upstairs.
Did he jump in your car?
Yeah, no. Front paws up. That was it. He'd wait for me to hoist the rest of them up.
I'll teach her all of that.
Yeah. But I
She's
mean, he
gonna
was,
be great.
like picking up a keg of beer. Yeah, she's gonna be my little girl. I love her so much already. That little face, that little pink nose, I can't
Oh,
even stand
I
it.
think she's a perfect match for you.
I think so too.
It's your dad.
Because it wasn't my first. Like that was my. I wasn't going that way first. I was going with that little red one. Was really where I was wanting to go.
They're all like
They're just
I just love. It's gonna be hard for me to let them go. Like,
know, you're
but
gonna be a
I know
mess.
I have to. So
Yeah, but we'll probably see you then, unless we work out whatever. But we'll probably be down to get her.
awesome.
Ashley's coming with me.
Awesome.
So yeah, on the 23rd.
Awesome.
All right, I love you very much.
I love you too.
Thanks for
sweetie.
joining us. Have a good night.
You too, babe. Have a
Bye. Thanks. Well, there she was. I hope everybody enjoyed that. That's my little girl. I love her. I love her. I love her. Hi, Sarah Reagan. How are you? I call her. I'll always call you Sarah Reagan because that's who you are to me. But now is my camera off and on? Am I lagging again? Jesus on the main line. I'm gonna kill him. How's that? Better? Yeah. Here, go on. Da, 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 da. So, without further ado, how about we bring in my favorite boo-boo, Miss Hostess, co-hostess, Monosis with the mostess. Hi!
Hi, I'm here. I
What
made
is
it. I'm late.
this?
This
I've
fucking
had
hat,
it.
man. Let me
Oh.
tell you about this. I fought with this hat for about 15 minutes prior to coming on camera.
Good,
That's
'cause
why
I
I was
need it.
late. We got into a huge altercation. The hat almost went across the room. There was a lot going on. But I
have had
like it,
envy.
and I won.
I'm having I love it. I have hat envy. So now I wear a hat 2 times and now you got to wear a hat. See, I see how it is.
Yeah, I'm a copycat.
see
I
how
know
it is.
this. Copying is like the greatest form of compliment.
What is?
Copying somebody, like
Copying, absolutely.
impersonation is the
I mean, look at
greatest
me, I look
form
like
of.
my grandma.
I almost wore that
She-
jacket tonight. I love that jacket. You look
She should be thrilled. I'm a little bit of Liz Taylor and my grandma. Look.
Oh,
This here, by
I
the
see.
way, is by Danielle Vasquez. If anybody is looking for something sassy and sweet, comes in tons of different colors: red, yellow, black, white. They are precious in a sight. Blue, auburn, brown, and very inexpensive. It's actually 2 wigs, and she cuts this. She cuts
Need
this.
some
It's all
white
slowly cut.
diamonds.
And you know what? It's different every time I put it on. I just put it on. I just put this on and just like woo, and just give it a little spray, spray, spray. It's one of my
Really
favorite
cute.
go-tos. Yeah, thank you. Found this little silver jacket over there in the wardrobe, so I thought I'd try a little silver jacket, be a little fancy. So, good show. We had. It was so refreshing, wasn't it?
Yeah, last week was a really good show.
It really was. Great from all 3 of our panelists. Like they were just,
Yes.
they touched on briefly about, the struggles and things, but they just really kept it upbeat and positive. And it was wonderful.
I'm still stuck on the bedazzling everything. She bedazzles everything, and I'm jealous of that.
Yeah,
I
well,
bought a
I
hair
mean-
bedazzler in her honor, so I'm gonna bedazzle
Did
my
you?
hair next
Oh,
time.
jeez.
Oh yeah, I bought it on Temu. I'm like, it was like a doll.
I'm addicted to Timu. Listen,
No.
oh, look, you got your cup. Cheers. Lots of teacup.
Cheers.
Oh, lots of teacup. It goes with so many things. Do you have a straw today? Did you have a straw?
No, I have
That's
lipstick all over the shit.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. That's great.
I'm a
So,
mess.
You know what? I'm exhausted. I have been sewing this gown 2 weeks. No, I mean not straight sewing, but just then I had my car missing and all that great stuff. So that was one thing, which I did get back. I don't know if you were here. You heard me say that. I did get my car back.
Good. Thank gosh.
I'm lagging again. I don't know why I'm lagging. I don't understand this.
So what is this gown for? Tell me what this gown is for.
It is for tomorrow night at the Cove at Geneva on the lake. I know you're going. And
I would not miss a Disney drag show to save my life.
yes, Disney drag
Of
show.
course I'm going.
And I am doing the Evil Queen from Snow White. And I made my own Evil Queen gown. which you are the only person that has seen it.
And it's freaking spectacular. Like, I am so
Oh.
excited to see you in this gown tomorrow, but I'm way more excited for the other act outfit as well.
My Sebastian. Oh yeah, because you got to see the beginning makings. of
Oh
that.
my gosh.
I burnt all my candles at every end and every which way but loose, and I'm beat. So I'm exhausted, but I finished it today, and then I'm getting everything ready. You know, I had the computer issues this week or last week too with car craziness person, and I had like reinstall my computer. Lost a lot of stuff. Well, I saved everything that I was supposed to save, and I forgot to take the lots production file. Instead, I only took the lots of T file, which is in the lots production file. So I lost our intro to the show today.
So
So I had to
do
make
you
it.
need me to improv it?
No, I already did it. I had to make it.
Oh,
At 12
excellent.
at 12 o'clock, I had to make it, and it took
Good, because
me
I'm
till
terrible at improv.
2:30. I think I finished it. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Because
Good
it's a lot of work. It's a
Lord.
lot of cutting, paste and cutting because I had to make it from scratch. I had to go on YouTube and put, grab videos and send. It was a mess. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm tired too. I'm tired. Is everybody tired? I'm ready for the weekend. I start my new job on Monday. I can't wait with Progressive Insurance working from home. Yay. Did you get to see my baby puppy?
I did get to see your baby puppy.
Is she
Is it a boy or a girl?
a girl? The whole
Zach's
litter
gonna
was
lose
girls.
it.
5 girls. I think you need one.
No.
Nerdy
No,
boy.
we have a rule in this house. Nobody is allowed to bring in anything else that I need to keep alive because
true.
the things in the house that I already need to keep alive are too much.
Yeah. I hear you.
No.
Sometimes I can't even keep myself alive, right?
There's
But,
a Morkie in the house, and she's cute enough for everybody.
I love
Morkie. She's
Morkies.
half Maltese.
You have a little
half Yorkie.
designer dog too.
I'm not responsible for that. It came with the child.
Well,
I'm a cat person.
What? You're a cat person? See, I'm not
I'm
a cat
person. Yeah, no.
You know why? Because they jump on they go in their litter box and they jump on the counter. I have a hard time with that.
The dog shits on the floor and then licks its butthole. I would much rather have a cat.
And on that note, we're going to go to Marge's
Uh-oh.
quote of the week. Now, let me just say, last episode, I didn't have enough. I mean, I couldn't pick one. So you have 3.
There were so many.
3 in a row because it's all the same cut. It's all the same cut.
I got a little wild last week. Sorry.
So, yeah, here we go. Go ahead.
Quote me! Look, we all think we know what a quote really is, but we don't listen to this, because a quote is a verb and a quote is a noun. A quotation profound, and I'm here to break it down. Yeah!
I don't think she's even in the category of teabaggers. Like, that woman deserves a mushroom stamp right across the side of her face. Just a slap across the side of her face with a big old pee-pee.
Yeah.
That's a mushroom stamp, not a teabag. She's a category of her own hell.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the best.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That's
God.
here comes number 2. Mushroom stamper.
I would just like to let you know
I
I
want
just
you-
spilled water down my entire shirt.
I didn't even know.
It is
this.
now a wet t-shirt contest.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What?
Teabag myself. So
I teabag myself for me. Number 3.
straight on the
I
face,
wonder
man.
why.
Wow.
Look like
I'm
that
exceptional,
spray
aren't
on my
I?
face. Yeah. I think you were just horny.
Definitely not. Oh man, I think I was just tired.
When you said, and I'm like fighting with Ashley. I'm like, get it off my face. And she's like, I can't. And you're like, wow. Looks like you just got, what'd you say? Splattered on
this
the face.
is why I'm here.
This is
the
why I
whole
have the
reason I'm
PG.
here.
This is why I have the warning of viewer discretion warning at the beginning of the
Yeah,
show.
I am the viewer discretion warning. Yes, I am like the explicit stamp on the Eminem album. Absolutely, that's me.
Right. Oh, I love it.
Oops.
So we are going to right now take our little break here. to go to a commercial and come back with teabagging.
All right.
All right. We'll see you guys right after this. AH Manufacturing LLC is your crowdsourced solution to expedite product assembly. We offer electronic assembly and hand assembly, and we also offer 3D printing services. Contact us today at the email provided. Again, AH Manufacturing LLC, your proud source solution.
Hey everyone, it's Mono Lots. Everyone's always asking me, where do I get my necklaces from? Well, that answer is Team BFF from Paparazzi. That's right, Team BFF. Look them up on Facebook. It's easy, Team BFF from Paparazzi.
Gay Pride is just around the corner, so don't forget to get your limited edition Gay Pride merchandise from me, Mona Lots. Our Pride design is available on black or white t-shirts at monalots.threadless.com or our button at our online store available on our website at lotsproductions.org. Get yours today because these limited edition items are only on sale until July 31st. And remember, you are safe to be you around me.
We gon' spill the tea. Got the story, and we got receipts. Spill the tea. We gon' spill the tea. So messy, girl, talk with me. Spill the tea. We gon' spill the tea.
And here we are, dancing to the tea. Spill the. I still didn't get a.
I really like that intro. We just need to know who did that and have them on the show.
I can tell you who did it. I got.
Who did it?
Well,
YouTube didn't make that. Who did it?
Well, I have to go.
You gotta find the artist and have them on the show and let them dance to it.
And we have them sing live to it.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now. Hold on. Well, I think I can. Look, so you got me doing things that.
I said, yeah, you just
spill the
squirreled
tea.
out of it.
Oh, it
Spill the
doesn't
actual tea. You just squirreled.
It doesn't say. It just said. I'll have to look it up because it doesn't say.
Well, here's hoping
But what?
tonight's episode of Spill the Tea does not have me acting like a raccoon on meth because I'm extremely concerned about the fact that I used the word pee-pee last week.
Is that what you said,
Right.
pee-pee?
I said pee-pee.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm a toddler.
I'm
All
a
right.
toddler.
Okay. Who's our first tea
Well,
bagger?
here's our very first one here. I've got 5, I believe. So teachers are ousted from Catholic schools, say the anti-LGBT bias to blame. So apparently, like these teachers of this Catholic school, because they're either LGBTQ community members or allies, they've been given the can, and that was in New Hampshire. New Hampshire, of all
Really?
places. Yeah, right.
Live free or die state? That's
Who's gonna-
weird.
I'm pretty sure it was New Hampshire. I don't know. And I apologize. I didn't get the notes done today, but as you know, I had a 2.5 hour thing to make. So, and I apologize. I really wanted to get it done. I don't even
Teachers
have notes
ousted
for
from
myself.
Catholic schools say anti-LGBTQ bias is to blame. Well, I cannot speak on that. I went to Catholic school. I have no comment.
Yeah. So it says,
I'm going to stifle myself on this one.
yeah,
But it's
New
kinda
Hampshire,
crazy.
Dover, New Hampshire. Dover, New Hampshire. Say it was because they're members or supporters of the LGBTQ plus community.
I thought like the Pope was all about this LGBTQ thing. I thought he was fine with it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why like they would
Right.
get the boot.
I don't know. I wait. Just wait. You know, like I say, this is the first one's always the easy one.
You
I
started
slide
off
you in,
kind of mild on me.
lube
Okay.
you up and slide you in. Yeah. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the second one now. We have.
Julie Mabry always dreamed of running her own bar, and after working hard for so many years, in 2013, she made that dream come true when she opened Pearl Bar. Now, 10 years later, Mabry fears its future might be in jeopardy after an email she received from her new insurance agent.
So they outright denied us, the underwriters, because we host drag shows.
Drag shows was the first thing mentioned in that email, followed by the bar's daily drink specials, with the underwriters stating, "We won't write the risk."
This is the first time I've ever gotten an email like that. I cried about this for about a week.
Mabry says only people who are 21 and older can enter the bar, and they don't allow children inside to watch the drag shows. She believes the current political climate is what's fueling this.
The narrative that we aren't good people, that's what the insurance companies, I believe, are looking at us as a risk. And obviously, at some point, they've decided that we are too much of a risk.
What's more, insuring a bar isn't like insuring a car. A policy isn't automatically renewed. Mabry says bar owners have to reapply each year. She's already paying $60,000 a year for coverage. If the cost goes even higher, she fears the worst moving forward.
So you have to think about the people we've employed, how much we buy from Specs, all those other things. You take one away and then all of us start declining. You're hurting the economies.
Tonight, a former Apple employee charged with stealing trade secrets for
I don't know why
self-driving
that's on there.
cars, then fleeing to
Can you
China.
stop it? Yeah. So can you believe that?
They lost all their insurance. Like, I can't comprehend what property insurance has to do with what you do on the property. That's
don't
where
know.
I get a little bit miffed with that. Like, it's none of
don't
your business.
Yeah.
Like, is like, not, I don't know who I have. Are they going to drop my homeowner's insurance if I host a drag show in my backyard?
Hey, they might drop you because
Like,
you're on my show.
Now I can totally understand,
part of
like,
it.
hey, you've got a tree kind of hanging over your bar. We're gonna
Right. I mean, if you go down to GOTL on a Saturday night in the middle of the summer, it is no place to have a child.
Oh, it's definitely places where babies are probably made,
Oh, I definitely. Right on the street sometimes.
but it's no place to right. That's what I'm saying. That in the water is at Lakeshore Park, but it's no place to have it. Yeah, I used to be a lifeguard. It's no place. Yes, I would agree. It's no place to bring a child, but like they're not getting their property insurances cut
No.
for what's going on inside the property, what their moneymaker is. No, that's not okay. That's not. I wish I knew what
Where
insurance
I've been
company that
thinking
was. I
about
would
where this is,
protest them.
where I'm kind of thinking of where this is going is they're trying to starve us.
Yes,
For the people,
absolutely.
for
Absolutely.
the trans community and the entertainers who do this full time, like Danielle and stuff. They're trying to starve them. They're trying to cut their lifelines off.
Well, Houston is
Then they're
making a point
then they're
in
lower
a
class.
yeah, and Houston is like trying to slide into what Florida's doing, but they're just doing it like kind of in the back
Well,
door.
Houston should slide right on over the border and stay over there before they get ran over by a Mack truck. Because I mean that I didn't even put that one in. Did you see this? Where the
I wonder
truck
if
driver?
they're doing that in Austin because I feel like Austin, Texas is more progressive than Houston, Texas. So I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know.
That's
Lord
odd to
Jesus
see
help us.
coming out of Texas. I don't know. That kind of creeps me out. It's less teabagger and more frightening.
Yeah, right. All right, let's roll
Yeah.
the next one.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. I need a little.
I'm intently watching.
So Trisha Cotham stabs women in the back as North Carolina passes abortion ban. Like she was all I can't stop. Oh, because like
So did North Carolina pass the same abortion ban that Ohio already has?
yeah.
country is kind of going to shit in a handbasket, isn't it? I always thought North Carolina was like somewhat more progressive too, so I guess I'm very surprised to see this. Good thing I don't have a uterus. Yay, hysterectomies. My hat's gonna fall off. Mona, I can't hear you.
Because I didn't have the record button up because I was flapping them all around over here. So I'm not touching the lights. Hi, I think my friends are back. That's probably
Are they
what it
coming
is.
in twos? All right, what's the next one? This irritates me, but it's not that irritating. Give me more
she's just a
irritation.
dumb hoe. Montana now, governor, this is just last night, signs a total ban of TikTok in the state. Can't be on
Is that-
TikTok in Montana.
How is that legal? I'm gonna send everybody I know to Montana now.
Because it's legal, because no one in America is doing anything. We're all standing and watching. Nobody's saying no.
We're all standing and watching TikTok too. That's kind of
Right.
I'm on board with this.
We are all standing by the wayside. You know what? I saw a sign the other day. It said 900 billion people said, I'm just one person.
And really, you're 900 billion people. I have to hide the TikTok app on my phone, like way deep in the folders of the abyss, because otherwise I will literally get on there and be on there for like 3 hours and I will lose 3 hours of time on the TikTok.
Yeah.
But it's freedom of speech and you really can't ban that. So that's kind of some bullshit.
What is
Looks
wrong
like he has
with
a
it?
marijuana leaf behind his
because
head.
it's
Maybe he was
Chinese.
high.
Give me a break.
Everything
So is
I'm
COVID.
wearing right now is made by China. Everything in my house is made by
So is
China.
COVID. So is COVID, but they allowed that to come into America, didn't they? I mean, I'll just be
Ozzy
just as stupid
Osbourne's
as they are.
fault.
You know, I just don't get it. But seriously, American, we need to stand up. They work for us. The government works for us. They cannot just come in and just do this. And we're letting them.
And it's really going, it's going a lot more state by state, and there seems to be no kind of overarching.
And they're doing it in the middle of the
control.
night. Is this the next? Is it who I think it is next?
Uh-oh.
Are we at Florida now?
I'm still irritated by Lady in the Cat Suit last week. So where are we at?
Yeah, I accidentally pushed her button to watch a flick, and I about flipped. Yes, this one right here, DeSantis. He's off his rocker.
Governor Ron DeSantis has just signed into law the largest slate of anti-LGBTQ bills in Florida's history. And we receive this as it is intended, as an all-out attack on freedom. Free states don't strip parents of the right to make healthcare decisions for their children. Free states don't ban books, they don't censor curriculum, and they don't muzzle free speech. Ron DeSantis doesn't see freedom as a value worth defending. He sees it as a campaign slogan in his bid for the White House. And he is setting freedom and Florida's reputation ablaze in his desperation to win the GOP nomination. So we are here to make clear that the nation should be on high alert. Because today, we are all Floridians, as Governor DeSantis starts his march to export this so-called blueprint of authoritarianism to the rest of the country.
Defunding diversity programs at Florida State. Signs don't say gay expansions, and this is all for the past 24 hours, people. Gender affirming care ban. The other one, DeSantis signs bill targeting drag shows, transgender kids, and the use of bathrooms and pronouns. Can't use them anymore. Can't. Nope. But you know what? A lot of people went out and they sat right in the hallways of his almighty building, and workers had to step over them to get to his office. That's what needs to be done, people. This is what needs to be done. These people are taking action. You know, and I haven't seen any.
I would agree with that, but it sounds like the Florida legislation, instead of stepping over them, is just stepping on them instead.
Yeah.
And that is extremely disheartening. Florida was, been a shit state since they started, though. The only thing they really got going for them is Disneyland and Dumbo. But this guy's just making it worse.
There you go. Well, what's Disney going to do?
And he thinks he's going to come run the country. He wants to be nominated he does not have my vote. This man does not have my vote. However, the guy that made that little video there,
Yes.
Very attractive.
I
Very
think he's
good-looking
running for
man.
something. He is very
I
attractive,
would.
right?
He's very attractive.
Yeah, I put a
Okay.
ring on that for sure.
I wouldn't. I'd just have it for a night or so.
But you've already got a ring.
I don't need anything to keep.
But he is literally off his rocker. Off his.
DeSantos
rocker.
is. I mean, he is just like a. He is the like. He's just teabagging like his swing set, smacking him in the face. It's just 1 week after another.
Mushroom stamp him.
No, I'm done with him.
Do
He
you
is
know?
the teabagger.
Do you know what I said to Matthew yesterday, our new PR guy?
What?
I said I can't wait for his skeletons to be exposed because it's coming. You know it's coming.
And I will watch that porn.
I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah. Ooh.
Just oh look, because it's got a green stripe and I have a green screen.
Oh, ha! That's cool.
It was magical. Look. Oh my god,
That
it's
was
magic.
magical. Oh, you're
Love
like you become the invisible woman when you do that.
Yeah, it's magic. I love it.
Fancy.
But yeah, I'm waiting for someone to expose him because it's gonna happen.
Giving up on this.
I know he's diddled and daddled. I'm sure he has. Look at him. Nobody goes against something that strong if they haven't. Give me a break. Every single gay man in this room knows it.
You're the only
true.
gay man in that room right now.
I'm the only. Did Floyd leave me? You're the only gay man.
Just
I'm the only
you
gay
and,
man
like a
in
bunch
this
of
room, for
girls
sure.
in the room.
But so put our next one up. I think this is Florida too.
You showed a movie that wasn't sanctioned school material, thus stripping the innocence of my 10-year-old.
I was showing a movie to my students about Earth because that's our current lesson in science. Now all the students had to be interviewed about the kind of teacher I am and what exactly does that show them?
A Florida teacher is under investigation for showing her 5th grade class Strange World, a PG-rated Disney film that features a gay character. Teacher Jenna Barbie claims she wasn't aware that the state's law prohibiting lessons on certain LGBTQ+ topics applied to her grade level. And initially it didn't. When the Don't Say Gay bill passed in May 2022, it only applied to kindergartners through 3rd graders. The law's scope expanded last month, however, to apply to all grades through high school. The parent who reported her happens to be a member of the school board and complained to the principal and the state's Department of Education, which is now investigating the matter.
A school board member, an elected official of power who is supposed to be nonpartisan, is allowed to present to the public that she is Christian and that God appointed her to the board. And yet it is indoctrination that I showed a Disney movie.
Barbie claimed parents signed permission forms at the beginning of the school year allowing their children to watch PG-rated movies in class. Barbie had reportedly submitted her resignation before the incident even occurred, citing politics and the fear of not being able to be who you are in the state's public schools.
I would too. You can't be a teacher.
All right, now I'm mad.
Right?
First of all, right.
There was no separation of church.
When I was that age, do you know what movie I watched on repeat? And this can tell you a lot about me. It was the movie Alive about the Brazilian soccer team that crashed in the Appalachian or whatever freaking mountains and they had to eat each other. Yeah. And I watched that movie on repeat and nobody complained and nobody said anything. And I'm a professional now. You tell me you cannot watch a Disney movie about Earth because it has a gay character in it.
No, it was a Disney movie about a gay kid. That's what they're going to,
the movie was about a gay kid. Now I want to go watch this Disney movie.
No, it was about Earth. It was about Earth.
It was about Earth, but it had a gay character in it.
Yeah. Can't have...
No. This is a step backwards. This is a step backwards for the. I don't know who that lady is on the school board, but I'm done with her.
Well,
she is a tattletale, and she needs to go sit on the letter X on the circle of alphabet letters on the floor and be exiled from the group of people because she is a tattletale. She's a tattletale, and she's a teabagger.
She is a teabagger. Is that your
I'm irritated. That's my vote. She wins. The school board lady.
The entire school board should be ashamed of themselves, technically.
The lady, why? Why would you? You know what movie we had to watch in high school over and over again? Selena. In my Spanish class, we had to watch the movie Selena over and over again. Do you know why you watch movies in high school or in school in general? So your teachers can get a break.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would let me watch Beauty and the Beast. You let me watch that. What's that movie about now? Bestiality. So now we can't watch Beauty and the Beast in the school?
Absolutely, it is. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely, it is.
No, that lady wins. She wins.
Yep.
Right on her.
I
Teabag
agree
it
with you.
all the way. We're gonna
I
take
agree with
some.
you. And at first, I was
She,
going to be just doing all. I was just going to be like, DeSantis wins. How the F you say his
no,
name?
just say no. This lady needs
But
to
it was
be
before I
teabagged
found
with
her.
a bag of smooth move. Like she needs
Yeah.
the constipation tea teabagged on her because she is a uptight bitch. I don't like her. Smooth move
I don't
all the
either.
way.
I do not either. I don't. We're gonna go to a little break here real quick, and then bring our first guest out. How about that?
That's
give us a little
wonderful.
preview.
Yay.
Yay!
I like little breaks.
Oh, you don't?
No, I
Oh,
do.
okay,
I
well,
like
it's
little
not.
breaks.
It's not.
Little breaks are nice.
Oh, never mind. I'm lying. I'm lying. We're gonna do this real quick. Do the mine. It's just a little history. All right, here we go.
Here's your history lesson right there, Hamilton.
Oh.
Gonna outlaw that next because all the characters are African American and they're not in history. What is this? I want the glitter beard. Why am I on the camera still?
Yeah, despite my horrible editing, by the end of the week.
This is your viral
It is.
TikTok.
Ta-da!
Oh, this hits me.
I am Bruce. I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a bird, gonna drown a man. This is brave, this is Bruce, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me.
And that's how this show came about.
That's an amazing TikTok. I am so glad it went viral, and your boobs are so on point in that. They look so good.
I cry every time in this song or your videos. Oh, thank you, Monica. There's Monica, everybody. Say hi, Monica from BFF Paparazzi, wearing one of your necklaces here tonight, the little chain number. This is one of my favorites, Cassie, Margie. I always do that.
That's
at least
beautiful.
once in the show.
I know
So
you
chains.
misname me all the time. Work on that.
I say
like
your
that.
dead
That's
name.
beautiful. You say my dead name, my daytime name.
But you know, I was going to talk a little bit tonight. I talked a lot about my dog, and I want to keep it there. All I'm going to say is I have two videos that I'm going to play, and then we're going to bring our guest on, and these wrap it up for me. That's all I have to say. I believe that in wholeheartedly what this first gentleman has to say, and I'm a product of it. I'm a product of mental abuse by the church, by my parents, by relatives, by friends of the family, for the majority of my life growing up, because of who I am. Not who I chose to be, but who I am. Go ahead. Yes.
I've never met anybody that cut a parent out of their life because they were trying their best and sometimes they messed up. Maybe they exist, I've never met them. I have met people who have spent their whole lives abandoning themselves to try and love their parents no matter what, to try and make some kind of relationship, even if it's built on a shoestring that they have to provide. They have tried their best. In the end, they have the only option that they have is to cut the string and to put themselves first, to give themselves any opportunity in life. And then they exist in a world that wants to tell them that they're wrong and that they should make all of the effort, continue to make all of the effort to try and keep this shoestring relationship that they've managed to build, and that all of the onus should have been on them. It's wrong, it's bad, it's horrible, it's victim blaming, and you wouldn't see it in any other form of abuse. No other form of abuse would you tell the victim of abuse that they have a responsibility to try and keep that relationship going. I never met anybody.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that end part?
Yes, I did.
When
Yes,
I
I
heard
did.
that, it still gives me chills. I was forced and still am. Pretty much. Until I make the decision to not. Thank you,
Absolutely.
Madison. I was reading that. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And yes, I shouldn't have to steal your wig, Madison. You should just love me enough and want to see it on this show that you're so inspired by, and I could wear it. Would that be nice of her to send it? Be cute. Maybe you'll get a puppy in the mail. Never know. But yeah, I when I hear that, I get total chills because we nowhere you don't tell a rapist that they have to be, you know, or a child abuser or an abusive husband, whatever. You don't tell them. Can you explain that to me, please?
Oddly, that's what the abortion ban is doing now, is telling people that you have to now look at your child who resembles your rapist
Yeah.
every single day.
Yep. It's disgusting.
It's very unacceptable, and there's not a lot of situations in which we would tell somebody, yeah, you're being abused, you're being oppressed, your power, your control, your sense of self is being taken from you. You should just keep doing that. That's a great idea.
Absolutely. And this is the final one, and I just ran across this one last night. Just I don't even know where it came from. I think it just was in my feed, and I just was like, whoa. Oh no.
In this book, that if you were an 8th grader, it would have meant everything to you. What is it?
I could have benefited from a 10-second conversation with my parents when I was younger. 10 seconds.
It said what?
If they sat me down and said, we just want you to know that you are loved no matter what, unconditionally. If you're gay, straight, no matter what, you will always have a roof over your head and you will always have 2 parents who love you. Imagine if I could have heard that and then poured myself into everything else that young people should be paying attention to, sports, academics. But for 18 years, I hated myself because I was convinced that my parents would hate me and then I would lose everything. The number one thing I want young people to take away is that there is goodness out here in this world. People do love you. People are fighting for you. And for parents, sit down and have that conversation.
You know, lucky for him, it was only 18 years. I mean, mine was 41 that I hated myself. You know,
it's interesting because I have that conversation, and my husband has that conversation. We have that conversation on a weekly basis. We have that 10-second conversation on a weekly basis, without thought, without prompting, without reason. I think the biggest thing that, in my household, we want people to know is that we love each other in this family unconditionally. That means you act, you behave however you're going to behave. And even if we think it's wrong or we don't agree with it or it's not appropriate, we love you no matter what. My husband and I say that to each other. We say that in our family system. Even I say that to the dog. I can't even, and as much as I hear it, that there are families that don't do this on a regular basis, that might be why it is so important and so prevalent in our home, because I hear so much on a regular basis how families exist that don't do that.
I've never heard it.
It is the core, most important thing to hear. And I will tell you this, Mona, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you act, I love you unconditionally. Because you need to hear that. Whether you hear it from your parents or you hear it from somebody else, you need to hear it.
And I I'll take that back. I did hear it because of my drag family.
There you
that's
go.
Where,
yes.
In my early 30s when I started, that's where I heard it. And Skylar, my drag father, was amazing. We always had holiday dinners at his house and things like that. And and I'm still thankful for him. And I still look at him as a figure of like parental figure in my life.
And I think that's extremely important, is that we learn to recreate some of these roles in our families in which we are born into that maybe don't accept us. We recreate them in our adulthood or in our adolescence with other human beings that do accept us and do love us unconditionally. In my bio, I was kind of talking about like finding my theater family. And that was a sense of family that I had, that no matter how loud and obnoxious and crazy and wild I was, loved me unconditionally. And that was that piece for me. And then I'm from a very, very tiny family. And so as I've grown, I've had to really work and put effort into my friendships and my relationships. And I have 4 very good sisters, you know, that I've chosen and created to have in my life because I know they're loyal and they love me unconditionally.
Well, and I've often have said this, and I'm sure I've shared it with you. The biggest, part of all of it. Like I was looking at what Monica said, so it kind of struck me. Because I had to see a psychiatrist a few years back, because of PTSD. And the reason for that is because I was bringing shame to my parents' name. Yes. But we overlooked the fact that my dad was fucking somebody else for how many years? Just recently, we find that out. We're okay with that.
Yeah, of course.
But we'll call our son a faggot, we'll do things like that. But, praise the Lord.
Pick and choose our sins, unfortunately, and
I can tell him too, because I don't care. I don't like the man.
Well, the thing is like the really, really important piece of drag and why it should not be banned is because it creates that sense of family for so many people. What does Angel always call it? Family?
Family.
Yeah. It creates a sense of family for so many people. When you find your niche, when you find your group, when you find your coven of people that accept you and love you, that's might be something you've needed your entire life because you had a goodness of fit issue with your parents.
But I was stuck in what the first guy said. You know what I mean? Had I done what I did just a few years ago by not giving a shit and living my life for me because it's my life,
yes,
I would not be in this town. Everybody knows that.
Well, and there's nothing wrong with stopping toxic relationships. Right. Just because they're related to you does not mean the relationship is, some form of non-toxic relationship that just doesn't feel right.
This close. Mm-hmm. It almost happened the day that I had put Newton down. We'll just stop it there. So moving right along. So that I just needed to get all that off my chest, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. Chest looks beautiful.
Huh?
Your chest looks beautiful.
Where did you get this hat?
Because you got the paparazzi on. Oh, Amazon. I don't know. I hate it. It's obnoxious. Keeps falling off my head. My hair is too slippery. My wig is too slippery from my hat.
Put a little powder on it.
Why didn't you tell me that before the show? There's a strap on this like a band hat. There's a strap on it like a band hat. And I tried to wear it like a band hat with the strap, but it gave me like 18 chins as opposed to 16. So I couldn't do it.
Stop. You don't have 18 chins. I'm sorry we're running over tonight, and I know we run over every week. Did we ever say
get our guest on? Because I'm so excited about our guest.
We are going to bring her on right now.
Yay!
All the way down the road, huh? Becky Beanie. Becky, hi!
How are you?
Love?
I'm good. I got to turn you up now because. All right, there we go. Hi.
Where's Kelly? No, I'm just kidding. I know she's
actually, she is in the other room playing Fortnite.
She's
that's her new thing.
Is it?
Yeah, she's like really into Fortnite.
I don't even. Yeah, I used to do video. I just can't. Yeah. I don't have time.
Not me.
Do people say to you a lot, "Oh my God, Becky,
look at that butt"?
At that butt.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. All the
time. That's all I could think of when Mona said Becky. That was all that was playing in my head.
Always. And you know what? It's kind of in my internal dialogue often too.
Well, I was going to do this. I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, Becky Beeman. Oh, not that one. That one's
excellent.
Oh, Lord, where is it? Jesus. No, it's not there. I was going to do that. It's too late now. I ruined it.
That's what you should have done when the puppy was on. There's a hair.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
I have music play for the puppy. I have a little puppy music.
Da 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 da.
Is my puppy adorable? I love
so adorable.
I can't wait.
So adorable. I have one of my puppies in here, the crybaby, but the other two I have out there who are probably dying to get in here. To get under the blankets, that's their thing. My chihuahuas.
It's so empty in my house. I can't stand it.
Do they like to? You can have half of my house. We love them unconditionally, but I need space.
Yeah, they're all about being in my space. So
You know,
they,
and then like
they
your
have no boundaries.
you know, and friends, you don't want to be alone, so you have friends come over and you're just like, can you fall asleep or something? Like the dog, you know.
Oh, the dogs, when they get excited when you have new people over, ours just pees on them. She's an
They
excited
entertain
peer,
each
so
other.
she
The friend
pees
and the
on
dog
them.
entertain each other, and you're fine. You can just relax. It's great.
Listen, my cousin has a couple of dogs, and I don't know. They're like 5-year-old beagles. It's a lot. It's a lot of dog when you go to there. They're very excited, and it doesn't stop the whole time you're there. Oh, the whole time they're they're just constantly excited. I think she had dogs, and they got my personality.
Yeah,
my dogs are like, they're so weird. They all have issues, you know. They're just meant to be with me, you know. We all got baggage. Yeah, my one dog is anxious and she fetches constantly, like
Oh Lord
constantly
Jesus.
fetches because that's just her anxiety making
Oh,
her
she
do it
needs a thunder
constantly.
coat, a thunder vest.
She needs
And
some
then
clothes, what she needs.
I got one that
Thunder
cries
vest.
constantly, just cries and cries. They're all rescues. So, you know, they all came from really bad situations. So they have issues.
And you know what? I love
Do
that.
any of them have
they're so
thunder
sweet.
vests? Do
I
any of them
haven't
have
ever
thunder
tried
vests?
that.
Becky does. Becky
It's like a weighted blanket for a dog. It's amazing. I
She
wear
just
it.
like,
I would wear it.
she will literally put a ball in my hand. Like she will nudge it all the way. If I'm ignoring her,
Oh,
she'll
yeah.
put it in my hand. And then if I still ignore her, she will yell at me and yell
Yeah.
at me until I throw it.
That's how
And
Zeus
then
was.
she's
It was
just, she's
constant.
something else. She's like, she's a porker for her age. She's supposed to be like a little tiny thing. She's only supposed to be like 6 pounds and she's like almost 12.
Yeah, get it. Oh
Tall
my
feet.
God, Becky, look at her butt.
so- yeah.
Jesus.
So
I wish I would have told me ahead of time. I would have.
Did you hear them? They're barking outside of the door right now.
So you said all your dogs have baggage. What kind of baggage are you bringing us tonight?
Yeah.
Oh God.
What kind of baggage
Your
are you bringing to the
suitcases.
tea?
You know, I got more than suitcases, honey. I got trunks and trunks and you know, like we are dragging some stuff, but yeah.
Like a clown car of baggage. That's what I like. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, you know, pretty much if it happened, it did. If it could, it did. You know, but
What is your most traumatic you feel?
It's so hard.
That's scary to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because it was like literally my entire life. So it was like, you know, just
So you're dealing with
unwanted and, you know, and then,
No.
you know, I don't know, it's like physical, emotional. Then, you know, you turn 12 and your best friend's grandfather starts doing things. And then, you know, you go and, you know, all of the things.
So
you
this wasn't
know.
just family we had.
It was, yeah. Well, I guess I'll touch on my friend's grandfather thing. It was kind of like messed up because, you know, there was a lot of neglect and physical abuse and emotional abuse at home, like a lot of physical. It was pretty bad. So I had, you know, my best friend who lived, you know, like down the ways a little bit. And I could go and spend the weekend with her and then I wouldn't get beat on. But the trade-off would be, you know, because this is the 80s, so it was VHS tapes. He used to like copy videos and had a whole room of VHS tapes without, and the trade-off to not get beat on at home was to go there. Grandpa touched me a little bit. And then I got to hang out with my friend all weekend. So, you know, it was kind of like a messed up situation. And it was like heavy baggage because I always felt like, you know, at 11 and 12 years old, I was making a choice to let somebody touch me in
To be
ways
abused
that
one way or the other.
Because, yeah.
At 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah.
Could you have actually made that choice?
Of course not. Of course not. And, you know,
and however old this man was, he was making a choice.
Oh yeah,
You were not
he was
making a choice.
Yeah, he was old man, dirty old man. So I guess that, and you know, then it starts to play in your mind a little bit, you know, like how messed up is it that I chose it, you know, and then you start devaluing yourself even more because, you know, you're not being valued anywhere else. And, you know, and then you made this horrible choice. And then, you know, just from 11 years old on, you know, I was just a sexual object, basically, is, you know, and
But you're in a happy, we're friends on Facebook, so you're in a
Yeah.
very happy, very healthy
I
relationship
am
now, correct?
I am in the most wonderful situation. You know, I had to go through all of the things and all of the bad things. And Miss Mona was talking about like the church and everything and her hurt from that. I wasn't raised in the church, but I found church in my early adulthood. And it's like, you know, I kind of clung to them because I was always looking for somebody to like really love me. And they professed to until, you know, I started really healing and, you know, learning that I had opinions that and likes and things that, you know, I was never allowed to even think, you know, I was never allowed to have any kind of opinion. And then I started realizing, spending some time by myself after, you know, the abusive exes and stuff. And then, you know, Kelly and I found each other, and it's like my whole world changed. You know, it was, here was this person who understood me. And even with all the trunks and trunks of baggage, and just allowed me to be me. And, you know, embraces all of the things that I love. I'm a theater buff too. I can't sing or dance or anything, but well, in the water I do. But you know, she's gone to 38 Broadway shows with me. God bless her heart.
Wow.
We're going to see Dear Evan Hansen this weekend.
There's your hashtag, everybody.
Yes,
No abuse.
So she is added to my life in so many ways. You know, and when everybody that professed to love me in the church found out that about Kelly, you know, everybody, you know, I was a dyke. I was immediately stripped from children's church, all of the things that I did.
Oh my gosh.
None of them talk to me. They all have shunned me and tell me, you know, I'm an abomination and all of this. And the most hurtful thing to me was every summer I would do youth camp. And I would be a camp counselor, a cabin leader, and, you know, I'd work the church camp store and I'd do all of these things. And whenever I got with Kelly, they were basically calling me a pedophile. They were saying that I had no business being in a cabin with 15 young girls. And, you know, just the hurt that caused was just, you know, I don't understand why they think that it just automatically means pedophilia, you know, and it's like so different and so broadly wrong. And, you know, so yeah, so
pedophile is
it's well, yeah, a pedophile is a pedophile, but
right.
It's fascinating that God's love is unconditional unless you're gay. Then it's conditional. We're going to just change the rules of the game as we're playing the game.
And so is
the love of your family, your church family. You know, our love is unconditional. We will do everything for you. We will do everything you need. And unless you're gay, and then
exactly.
You're out.
But you know, sister so-and-so, who's the daughter of an elder, comes to church with her husband, and then next week with her boyfriend, and then next week with her husband, and then next week with her boyfriend. And that's all good, you know? And the people
I know sister so-and-so.
I am sister so-and-so.
I told him, I said, you know my story, you know where I came from, you know that, you know, I have had guns pointed to my head and begging for my life and pistol whips and, you know, all of the things. And you would rather me be in that situation because he has a dick between his legs? Are you kidding me? You would rather me be abused and cheated on and mistreated and, you know, just literally, you know,
Because he's the
for my
opposite
life,
gender of yours. Yeah.
fighting for my life. And that's okay because he has a dick and Kelly doesn't, you know, and yeah.
It's
And then here's
fascinating
this
to me that
person.
you, and I don't know if you caught yourself in saying this, but you went from a situation where you felt like you had to make a choice between one bad thing or another, which to me as a therapist translates to you are stuck in a situation where you didn't have any options.
Right.
And then as you grew and you got older and you moved through that survival, because that's literally the definition of survival mode, is having to choose one terrible thing over the other. And as you move through survival mode and you moved into this survivor headspace, I could actually hear you talk about how you moved into a thriver headspace, because you said, now I have all these options. I can do whatever I want and be whoever I want and like whatever I like and whoever I like and love who I want to love. You went from somebody with no choices who's stuck with this belief that you were making a choice into, I'm going to make all these choices and they're all going to be good.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And on that, like you really are left with the choice. That's the way they make it.
And full transparency, you know, back in the day, you know, I went through a lot of trauma. I went through a lot of stuff. So, you know, there was a lot of mental things going on. You know, I mean, I was not okay. I had several really serious suicide attempts, you know, things like that. I was even on disability for a while, and I needed to be, you know, because my mental health was just that bad. And, you know, I just started getting to a place where, you know, I was healing and allowing myself to heal and allowing myself to move on and allowing myself to discover, what do I like? What don't I like? You know, somebody told me about the Broadway shows. They're like, oh, you've never liked anything like that before. That's not you. How do you know? Because I didn't even know. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know, you know, what kind of opinions I had because I wasn't allowed to have any. You know, and now I do. And not only have I like begun to heal, I've really discovered that you can be a beautiful contradiction. You can still be working on things and, you know, not have it together, but still be functioning and, you know, successful. I went from multiple suicide attempts on disability to, hey, I'm working in the field now, you know.
Right.
Yeah, I do,
you know,
crisis work now. So it's like all of that kind of prepared me for this. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. It's very interesting that well, first of all, I'm going to point out the fact that the average person between the ages of 10 and 24, the second leading cause of death is suicide. If you're LGBTQ, that risk increases times 4. Yeah. So the fact that you had significant suicide attempts and you've survived them, yes, that is something to be very thankful for.
And off top, it is my nails like this. This is it's May is National Suicide Awareness month, and my nails they're Kohler Street, but it's the suicide awareness nails even. So yeah, it's the month to talk about it. It's the month to beat that stigma. You know, it's you know, you can survive and thrive, and you know,
you said you work in the field, and so what is the role that you play like in your job? Because I work with you and I don't even know.
Yeah, so I have a really, really unique job. I am on a mobile crisis team. So it's, you know, kind of new thing. We've only been doing it about a year and a half, and we meet people where they're at, quite literally. So, you know, if like the police are going to respond somewhere and they're like, whoa, this is kind of a mental health thing, they call us and we go. I have been on bridges with people, literal bridges, where somebody's there to jump off the bridge and I get to help them off the bridge. You know,
Ooh.
I really
I do not
see
do
people-
any of that. I don't do that. I don't. That's not my job. I don't know what job you're doing. That's not the job that I do.
Yeah, well, yeah. See the mobile crisis now. Oh, here's Kiki. Yeah. So
Is that your dog sounding
right
like a
now it's
cat?
only 8 to 4, but they're looking to expand it 24/7. But you know, there's only so many of us. But yeah, we meet people right where they're at. If it's in their home or on a bridge or wherever somebody needs us, wherever somebody is at their lowest of the low and they need somebody now, we go. And we
I'm
help
going to
that
ask
person.
you. I'm going to ask you a weird question because I'm actually just kind of very curious about it. And on this show, I get to be curious as opposed to at my actual job where I just have to ask the right questions.
Right.
Very curious. You say we meet people where they're at,
Mhm.
and when you were going through what you went through at 12 years old, if someone could have been there to meet you where you were at, what would they have told you?
I think the rest of my life would have dramatically changed. You know, I wouldn't have gone through a lot of the stuff that I went through.
What did you need to hear at that point?
Honestly,
The
I
opposite.
just needed somebody to love me. Just really, I know you guys
Intense
were talking about
conversation on
love.
unconditional love. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't have that. I didn't have
Right.
that. You know,
Love without measure.
honestly, I know that I don't like to throw my mom under the bus, but
Why not?
you know, not only did
It's
she not come to
therapy.
me,
That's the goal of therapy, is to throw your mother under the bus.
right?
Are you kidding me? That goes all the way back to Freud.
She sold her house like last year and moved. And I know she's in I have no idea where my mother lives. I don't even have any idea where she lives, honestly.
Now, is that a blessing or a curse?
You know, I'm done begging people to love me. I have amazing
yeah.
people in my life who do, and I don't need to beg, and I don't need to. Well, you know, I have
Because you know why? Because you miss out on real love.
Yeah,
You're
Absolutely.
you're
miss out
chasing
on
You're
this,
running.
like,
yeah,
hello,
you're
I'm
chasing
awesome.
something that's not even there. You know, it's like chasing.
Well, you're
a magic
spending
dragon.
time renting space in your heart for people that can't get on board with who you truly are. You got to give them an eviction notice and
You
fill
know,
that
and
space with
ironically, you
people who do
said
love you.
a 12-year-old. What did I need to hear from a 12? We actually were with a suicidal 12-year-old the other day. So, you know, I mean, when we're talking, I am seeing 9-year-olds who, when we're talking to them, they know what it means when they're saying they want to commit. So they know what it means. They have intent and plan.
Oh, absolutely.
and-
But yes, and they
And-
don't have they don't have the capacity to understand the
They just
long-term
don't. And it's
ramifications
like
of doing that.
the
It's a flight
trauma.
mode instinct. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. Get me out of this. It's all I can do.
Yeah, and you know, it blows me away because even when my life was crazy, that I didn't understand what suicide was at 9 years old. And now, you know, here's these kids who clearly know what it is, and it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
It's sad
but
when your only out is to die.
Well,
yeah.
when you look at that statistic, it was between the ages of 10 and 24, the second leading cause of death. 10 and
Suicide.
24.
Mhm.
That's
That's like you're
baffling. There's so
molding.
much to
That's
live
so-
for it.
You
You don't feel
learn.
like anybody out there
Oh.
will love you. I will love you unconditionally.
Monica
Yes.
said she'd be your mother, and that comes
Aw.
with jewelry, I'm sure.
Love that.
Oh, you are lucky. You're
Love
going to get some
that.
good
Yeah.
birthday presents.
Hey. You know, and I do have to say too, props to my mother-in-law. She's so amazing. You know, she's she's the best. And she hugs me and kisses me and tells me, you know, how she's lucky that I'm her baby girl now too. She actually lives next door, and I'm not like, oh God, my mother-in-law lives next door. She's really wonderful, so it's okay.
Aw.
And she is just the best. Like, I'll get up in the morning sometimes and be leaving for work, and she'll have a love note taped to my door. She's not leaving the notes for Kelly all the time. She does some of them, but I get most of them, you know, and she's just amazing. And I'm
Aw.
so grateful for her
That's
as
awesome.
well.
That's awesome.
So,
Well, then we don't even need to know the zip code to Andover because we got one right next door.
right next door. She's amazing.
Choose the people to be in your life and
Yes.
choose the people to be around
Choose
you
it.
because
Yes.
you actually do have a choice.
Yes.
Options.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have that now. So, you know, I get to still be working on some things because, you know, who isn't, right?
Yes.
Oh, always. We always have to.
Right.
We're always a work in progress. We're a work in progress until the
Yeah.
day we die.
You know, and I tell
We're
people,
always
you know, like,
building.
I have my little neuroses that, you know, PTSD, yay. You know, like I have to sit in a certain spot at a restaurant, you know, where the least likely somebody's going to come up behind me, things like that.
Mhm.
You know, but Kelly is awesome. And
She
like
is
when
pretty
we go, she just sits where she's supposed to sit. You know, I don't gotta say anything or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's
A good
just
support
kinda,
system.
you know, she embraces my, you know, my little
Let me
neuroses.
tell you something. I'm going to make this statement very loud and clear. If you did not have a partner who understood that you need to sit where you need to sit to feel safe and does not respect that, you do not need to be with them and you should not be
Absolutely.
with them.
Absolutely.
You've been Sabrina hearted.
You know, the first time I fell asleep here, you know, I didn't mean to fall asleep, obviously. And she came in the room and I jumped and I went to swing. You know, it terrified me. And, you know, I didn't think that I would ever even get over that. And now, you know, it's just, you know, I'm good. I'm safe. I'm secure. I am loved. I am happy. I am healing. I am a beautiful mess.
I
And you're a
love it.
beautiful mess that we love.
Thank you.
Is that a cat?
Yes, this is Kiki. She is my bedroom cat. She's very, very vocal, as you can tell. She's always got something to say, and the Chihuahuas don't really care for her very much.
I need a bedroom cat.
But she was my cat.
I don't.
And Kelly has
No,
two
you don't.
cats, and one of her cats is a bully, and Kiki is, you know, she's not. And we've tried to socialize them before we moved in. Like I
Ever
would bring
tried the
Kiki
feel
over
away?
in a carrier and let them sniff each other, and Daisy would beat her up.
Have you tried the
we've
feel away?
We spent hundreds of dollars
that?
on those pheromone diffusers.
Oh,
and
the feel away,
sprays
yeah.
And
Yeah.
and
No,
the
I have a cat
gates
that lives
and-
entirely on a wall and a kitchen counter because she won't get on the floor.
Yeah,
We had
so-
to build her an entire cat wall because she won't get on the floor because the dog thinks she's a squirrel.
We have I've been living here for 5 years, so Kiki's been over here for 5 years.
Oh,
And
my.
Daisy camps outside the bedroom door, and when we open it for too long, she will try to come in and beat up poor Kiki. And Daisy is big girl. She's a 16-pound cat. She's huge.
That is
And
That is a
Kiki-
cat after my own heart. I love it. Do you have a
You
water
know.
bottle? You spray the hell out of the other cat with the water bottle, like
She's
get off the cat.
I've seen them bigger though.
a big girl, and
28
Kiki's
pounds.
just tiny. And I felt so bad because one day I forgot to shut the door, and Kiki and Daisy were out, and like Daisy literally beat the crap out of Kiki, like literally.
Yeah.
Kiki was in my bathroom, and I had to clean poo out of the tub because there was poo everywhere, and her fur was everywhere, and I felt so bad. Like, so we are extra cautious about not letting it happen. Daisy still
You
tries every
know-
day.
I can't. No, I can't. I can't go there with the fur and the poop in the bathtub because I feel like that's an odd
This is
recipe
not-
for a very bad OnlyFans.
Right? Yeah, right.
I just let my cats beat the shit out
I'm
of each
done.
other. It's like
And that was
survival of the
Izzy,
fittest.
who was barking at the come here, Iz. Come here. This is
You have a lot of pets. Do people
I
always just have
do.
this many pets? Like I
I
was a
would.
one cat home for a long time, and now I've got 25 pets. Oh, that's a cute
Izzy,
doggy.
Izzy came from a really bad situation, and I have a friend who works at the APL, and when she came in, um, we adopted Phoebe from there, who came from a hoarder house. That's why she's the way she is.
That's a cute
Um,
dog.
but they said that this dog, they didn't think she'd make it the night in the shelter. Just, she was just so timid
Scared.
and scared and
Yeah.
terrified, and asked if we would come and foster her. So we went and picked her up, and we said, she's not a foster, she's ours. For the first 3 days that we had her, 3 or 4
And
days.
she was like, "Look, you ain't
We didn't even know
bringing
that her hind legs worked.
I just want to pet
Because she
her.
would just drag on her with her front paws and just drag
Aw.
herself and cry and cry and cry. And she still cries, but she had never seen grass before, and she was just, but she has found her voice. I won't put you through it, but she loves Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You, and she throws her head back and howls to it, and just every time she hears it, like every single time, it's hilarious.
I love that.
So she yodels and she sings, and I say she needs to be on America's Got Talent because she's just a
Oh my
beautiful little singer.
gosh. Now I want to come to your house and sing I Will Always Love You with the dog.
You know what? If
That's
you started singing
exciting.
it right now, she'd sing it with you. I'm serious.
Don't.
She'd probably be way more on pitch than I would be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Becky, I tell you what, that was I mean, I've known, a lot of your story and stuff that you've shared with me and stuff, but there was just it was very
Thank you, baby.
there was a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah,
And
it is.
and it's like even with mine, like I didn't even touch on half of it because I don't have to,
Right. Yeah.
and it was like and just those videos and stuff that I played, there was just enough that I needed what I needed to say.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you being transparent and open with us today.
Thank you.
That I hope that what your words are and seeing where you have come from and where you are now, triumphant. You are
And
you're, like the
You know,
name.
You are
I
You are
throw out there
amazing.
too. If anybody is feeling unloved, I'm here to love you.
Yeah,
I'm here
we
to
all
love
are.
you.
And so is that little puppy.
And
Becky, you
Large
are
Marge has a
amazing.
pool. Large
I
Marge
was
has a
just
pool.
gonna say, wait, what? Did you just invite everybody over to my house to go in the pool? I was just gonna invite Becky to come
Hey,
to my
I just said
house
if they
and
need
Hey,
love,
you
they need
said
a
to
pool.
teach on
teach
Fridays.
me
I'm gonna hold
aqua
you to it,
dance.
sister.
I will let you wear my entire 800-piece Sheen bathing suit collection because none of them fit me this year, which is why I did the aqua dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
And if you need jewelry, you go to Monica's for love.
With my 800-piece
House party. Look,
paparazzi
Monica said
collection.
house party. That house party at Large Marge's.
Oh my god.
Look,
I have to hide all the animals.
girl, we're not putting your address on here. But anyway, we need to do our spin.
It's so much fun.
Spin the wheel,
Yeah,
the beaver
I
wheel.
want to have you back as much as possible, even to sit in here as just another voice sometimes with Marge, just to talk with people and stuff. That would be great.
Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love that.
Her and I've talked about it before. So
Yeah,
not
Becky, you're
not just
fantastic.
dealing with your
I'm so
trauma, but
excited.
being here for other people's traumas and stuff. If we have to
Absolutely.
do something hard.
Absolutely. And sometimes, trauma speaks to trauma, right?
That's right.
But it doesn't trigger me anymore. So we'll just say that,
Right. Good.
if somebody needs to open up about their trauma and just have somebody listen and not judge, and honestly, not even say a word, let them just tell me, I'm good. You can have my ear, I'll give you what you
Like
need.
Van Gogh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you and we love you. And we'll
Thank
see
you,
you at Pride.
Becky.
We'll
Love
see you
you.
at Pride. Are you going to be at Pride with us?
Yes. Yes.
Marge and I are going to be walking around.
Practice the lyrics to La Vie Boheme. I'm making some sorry person sing all that with me.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
my
got trivia.
God.
That's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be giving away. Come to Pride. We're gonna be doing spin the wheel at Pride. Marge and I are gonna be walking around making people do suicide karaoke. I guess that's a bad word, huh? We won't call it suicide karaoke anymore.
It's Suicide Awareness Month, right?
No,
We'll say it
it
right
was.
now.
I'm sorry. In the meeting that I had with you via email that you did not respond, I called it barnyard karaoke
Girl,
because
I
I'm going
haven't
to take
been able to
people into a
open it
horse
yet.
stall and make them sing because it's where the acoustics are going to be the best.
I had to
And
do
you know
that
what?
thing.
If I got on the microphone and started singing, then like all the animals would howl and then the windows would shatter.
Yeah, and then you have a full chorus right behind you. That's what I feel like. That's what happens. Hey, I want to spin the beaver wheel.
Here we go. Spin the beaver wheel.
Beaver wheel.
Who we got for our lucky winner tonight for no abuse?
You're lucky I had this hat on.
Oh no, it's got us in there too because I hashtagged it.
You're going to win your own
That gives more people.
beaver.
I'm gonna die if it's you.
Katie Gray.
Yay,
still
Katie
in here?
Gray.
She's on YouTube. Katie Gray, are you ready
Oh,
to
she
spin
was right
the
there at 8:22.
wheel? We ready? I
Where
had to
is
move
it?
the
I
wheel
can't
out.
see
It's getting
it.
so big in here.
Wheel the wheel back in.
There's the
Yeah.
little, it's a little area over
Oh,
here off to the
that's
side,
cool.
and it's a little area. It's a little camera.
You
Ready?
are
Here we
so
go.
tech fancy.
Oh, what is it
Lots
gonna win?
beaver wheel.
Oh, one away. One away. Like, let's make sure she can see that. It is on green. The beaver is on green, not on gold. Would have been a t-shirt. So green.
What's green?
Green is
Green is
decal. So actually that's really cute because I have just so happen to have our new ones.
Oh, the new ones look so good.
Oh my God, I love it. I already have one on my car. So we have our hashtag Monalots. Gets lots of laughs. People read it. You can watch them read it and they just laugh when they read the words. You know, if I knew I was going to do all this stuff, I'd name myself something different. You know?
No, I love
Then
the
we-
Mona Lots.
I love it.
Well, I
I'm
know.
here
but-
for it.
Okay. I mean, I'm here for it too.
I mean,
I
I
don't-
understand that the significance behind it is to like moan a lot, but in my head, I just think of Mona from the
I couldn't
the
see myself
TV
any
show
other-
in the
other-
80s.
Yeah.
What's the TV show in the 80s with the redheaded lady named Mona on it? Who's the boss? Who's the boss?
Yeah.
With Tony
Yeah.
Danza, Mona, the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
That's
She
what
was
I
hot.
think of whenever I hear
Grandma.
the name Mona.
I loved
She
her.
was a hot grandma.
Yeah.
Maybe you
sexy
should be a
grandma.
redhead next week.
We also have the BU Monalots holographic.
I thought
We
it
also
said
have a Be
BU
Proud
in
in this. We
Mona
just
Lots.
don't have it here with me, right? We have a Be Proud in this as
Holographic
well.
is not.
And limited. And these are also on sale, people, for $2. We have the
Very nice.
Pride BU.
That's the best one.
That's the one that's on my car.
BU.
That's on the car.
Hashtag
You can order
Mona
those on our
Lots.
website, on the shop on our website, and we will mail them right out to you. So,
Yeah, I need that in my life.
huh?
I said I need that in my life. I need that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're Mona Lots.
huh?
Maybe I should have been Scream a little.
Come to the. Oh, are you coming to Cove tomorrow? Come to the Cove tomorrow.
Come to Cove tomorrow, Becky?
I'll have them there tomorrow. Don't stutter.
Honest, I know. I can't.
Diva Queen. Bah, bah, bah.
Disney.
You know what? Goodbye.
I know. I
I wish I was quicker on these.
Full
I'll drive.
transparency. Broke. But no, I have a huge busy weekend too.
I get it.
We got Dear Evan Hansen. We got a wedding. We got, you know.
Oh,
so-
you have Dear Evan Hansen. No, you get a free pass on that one then.
Yeah.
I
And
get
then,
I mean, if you're going to see, yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Dear
And then
Evan. I've
my
never
two
seen
beautiful
that.
coworkers are getting married. Kellen and Sydney. Yay, ladies.
Coming
So-
your way,
Yay!
Monica.
So yeah, we get to celebrate a wedding this weekend. So
Oh, I love. Yeah, it's wedding season.
yeah, but I'm so bummed because I am there for like
You know what?
Disney.
I
Are
want
you
you to stay
kidding
in.
me?
I want you to stay in here. You know what? I was going to take these, and I should have. You know the little
The
gummy.
CBD gummies from last week. If you land on green, that's really what you should win.
I was going to eat one. What?
Don't eat one now. It's 9:00 at night. It's bedtime. Oh boy. Don't eat two.
No. I ate two. I'm in another plant. But Becky, please stay here. I want to welcome everyone to welcome everyone welcome someone to everyone.
I'm
I don't
so
know.
excited about your next
Tell me
guest.
something. Huh?
I'm so excited about your next guest.
My next guest is someone that I've known for a while, and I've known them by someone else. And just so happened on Friday, because no, it was Saturday. I spoke to this person and invited them to the show that I was in, and they came. And from there, well, I can't say her name. Just, you know what? We're gonna let her say it.
My
Starting
new soul
transition.
sister.
Soul sister.
My new soul sister.
Yes. Where you got? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Hi. Can you hear us all right?
Yeah. How are you, ladies?
We call you Yaya. It's say it.
Yeah, yeah.
Say it.
It's Jaliciana. Jaliciana.
Jaliciana. Spell that
Say it
one
again slower.
Is Ja.
Can I call you Yaya? Yeah?
Yeah, you call me Yaya.
Yeah?
Is
D?
Ja, D, Sia, Na.
Sia. Nah.
Jaliciana.
Yadiciana. Yadiciana.
So I have a name that was extra as me, but I picked that name out when I was 14. So
that's fantastic.
And you are just now able to feel comfortable in yourself, to be who you feel that you are. How is it that we are going to do what? You talked to me and you said you wanted to. Even your boss, correct?
Yeah, I'm about to get.
Girl, where are you going?
To my house. Yeah.
She said, "I'm in an Uber. I gotta get out."
No, I'm about to have better lighting now.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I've been waiting an hour and a half to come on.
I
to this
know,
segment
right? She's like,
in this Uber with my pork rinds.
Oh no. I know.
Well,
we went to the park to go hang out.
Aw,
love that.
Such a nice.
So
day out there.
you wanted to document your journey in transitioning.
Yes.
And you were encouraged by your boss, correct?
Yes. So starting this whole thing out, it was a long time coming for one. For two, it's just on the acceptance of saying you're a woman, you carry yourself as a woman. So like matching what I felt inside as the same as outside. But now since I'm able to actually express myself as Jaliciana and not as Alejandro, is just more freeing. I feel so empowered to like.
You know what? I've known you, and I've known you for a while. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, years. Yeah.
But I'm so glad that our paths have crossed, and you're so happy. God, you're so happy.
Yeah.
And now I understand. I understand looking back at the times of why you may appeared or seem to be miserable. Living my truth.
Yeah.
That's the living my truth is the little section that we're going to hold from here on out. Every episode where Yaya is going to come on and give us updates on transition. And to kick off Pride Month, are you ready? I don't have a drum roll. Do I have a drum roll? I have a drum roll. Like this one. I don't. I don't have it. I thought I did too.
I got no drum roll.
Amazing. We are going to
play a drum roll.
Do you have a drum? We to kick off Pride Month on June 1st, our show, the next episode, we are going to do your story.
I'm so excited.
We are going to do a documentary on, oh boy, this is going to be tough. Yeah, Jaliciana. Was that right? Or was that too white trashy? Jaliciana. I love it.
I love
it.
And let me tell you,
I'm going to call everything in my house for the next week because that's a beautiful name.
And let me tell you, she shared with me today stuff, and you don't want to miss this.
Yeah,
gonna be good.
You do not want to miss this.
And then we're gonna follow you through your transition.
Yeah.
on,
Every
on,
episode.
on our bi-weekly basis here. Check in
Called
with
Living
you.
My
It's gonna be
Life.
fun because my hormone day where I take my hormones is on Thursday, so I'll be able to actually do it on live with you guys.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's gonna be
Very.
I love it.
fun.
And we'll put up a little disclosure, like if you don't like needles, just don't look.
Yeah, just let
Thursday
them
is
know.
the
Very
day
good.
that I take my weight loss drug day. It's a needle as well. It's a shot.
Me
Weight
too.
loss drug.
Yeah.
Thursday's my weight.
Wegovy.
Weight Gobi day.
It just
Well, great.
since we're
Great. Now Thursday
documenting
night
it, might
will
as
now
well
become an
show them
injection
how to do it as
ceremony for
well.
everyone. Anybody else inject themselves on Thursdays? Would you like to join? You can,
Weight Gobi.
Just
Wegovy.
And hormones.
I'm
Weight
excited.
Gobi and hormones. It'll be a great day.
Right. I'm excited to share with the audience what you've been through and where you've come from and where you're headed. Just the stories, just the brief couple sentences you told me today, really wrenched me hard. I shared a little bit with Marge, and just ooh, it needs to be heard. So I'm really, I thank you for being going to be transparent. I know that it's new to you, and you were nervous to be on tonight, but here you are.
yeah, because I'm putting not only myself out there, but my background, where I came from, what I've been through, where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot to do at once. But I'm fucking excited. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm like Marge. I'm very vulgar. I have a dirty mouth.
I love you. We're gonna be
When
best
did you
friends.
when did you get labeled as the vulgar one?
I'm gonna be best friends with everybody on the screen right now. Pool party at my house. Well, all
Mona
wear
knows
machine
me. She
bathing
knows I'm
suits.
crazy. I'm a little loud and eccentric.
She crazy. She can
Well,
dance
if
too.
nobody has told you this today, I love you already, and I love you
Thank
unconditionally.
you so much.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean, like
me
I said,
too. And
that's
I've
mine.
already claimed you as my soul sister.
Oh,
I've already
I'm
said
stealing
it.
her. Stealing.
See, now I have to have that. Now that's going to have to be the
The little hashtag.
the intro, the music intro to living. What's it called? Live My
Hey,
Life.
sister, soul sister. Oh,
Better get that down, sister. Yeah.
And now,
So-
as I'm going through the change as well, now I know where women come from when they come home. And
They come from the
take their
same place that a
bra
guy
off.
comes from, a woman's vagina.
oh, and
Freedom.
they take their bra off.
Yeah.
Oh,
The first thing I got when I come home,
Best.
like,
hey, you know what the
Best
best thing
part of the
I get
day.
to do is take off all my titties. It comes off.
Yeah,
all.
you're
It's the
lucky.
best.
You
Oh,
are lucky in that one.
I can't imagine what it's like
Yeah.
to just take off the bra.
yeah, 'cause
My
that
back
was
is
the
already-
A cup.
my back
So
is already
Freeing.
hurting.
I want to be able to wear my bra. It just feels so nice. It just, because when I go to work, I'm Jalisciana. I don't have this on. I have my wig on. I have my face full of makeup. I have a cute little outfit on. And then when I come home, it's like, I just get
Take it
comfy.
all off. Yeah. Gotta do the titty drop. You lift
Yeah.
it like this.
Titty drop.
That's why I
Mine
say,
drop all
now
the
I
way
know
to
where
my
women come from when they
That'll be our
say,
New Year's Eve show.
and they take
Marge
that
and the titty
deep,
drop.
loud sigh out,
Yeah,
and they take their bra
that's
off
my
when they come home.
OnlyFans. That's my OnlyFans. Marge and the titty drop.
Jesus.
Hashtag.
I
don't know how hashtags work.
Oh,
So
I'll be
I
having to
got
look
none,
for-
but losing the
I
bra
knew.
is still freeing.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, they're little right now.
But
they're
I'm
just
teaching
A
my
cup,
aqua
but-
aerobics, and we're doing
What
the
did she
shimmy,
say?
and I'm like, shake them if you got them. And in my case, I don't.
I've got them, but I can't shake them because my body does not move. It's all one piece. My body is all
Our
one piece.
viewers
I'm
have
like
stayed
the
with us
Tin
all
Man.
night. I just love it.
Shake 'em. It just everything
Our
shakes.
viewers are stayed all
like
night.
jiggly.
They have nothing else better to do like us on a Thursday.
Right. Oh, speaking of, you know what? It's almost 9:00.
It's time
I
for you to
gotta
go to
go.
bed. Me too.
I gotta go to bed. I gotta work. I got things.
So we'll see you,
Have a good job over
Becky.
here.
Becky, we'll see you soon. Love you.
Love you.
Bye, Becky. Thank you.
Yes, Yana. Love you.
Bye,
I can't
Yaya.
wait to share your story. And if you get a chance on June 3rd, come out to Ashtabula for our 3rd annual Pride they're having. I have two little
Ashtabula has
shows
a Pride?
going on.
Oh my God, Becky, where'd she go now?
And then
Yes.
starting, I'm going to be the chairperson starting the next day for the following years. So I'm excited.
Ashtabula has a pride, and it's
the 3rd one.
Oh, you have no idea.
It's the 3rd one.
Ashtabula has a pride, and it is awesome.
It's a gay pride.
Holy
Are there
crap!
gays out there?
There's so many gay people in Ashtabula. It is
well,
yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live here if there wasn't.
Respectful.
Girl, you should see my grinder. There's a lot. They coming out of the woodwork, honey. We're almost.
I have the
There were
grinder.
days when I grew up there.
Oh, there
Well,
were. You just didn't know about it.
yeah.
That's the way it works in Ashtabula.
Yes, because I never came out the closet when I lived in Ashtabula.
There was over. How many people were at the first?
No, you're in my
Pride?
closet.
How many people? How many people were at the?
I cannot.
I can't. Now there's the more large March quote of the week right there. You were in my closet. How many people were at the first Pride when they threw it? There was over a couple thousand, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was about 30.
What?
About 3,500 people came out for Ashtabula's first Pride.
Well, and there was no other
It
Pride going
was
on either. It was right after COVID, so
amazing.
but it was amazing. Yeah, we had about 2,500 last year, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to move
Yeah.
it. I want to move it. I want to move it to Bridge Street.
That's not fun.
See, look at-
can't believe there's a
Bridge
Pride
Street or Main
Mile out
Avenue?
there.
By the sound of things, Mona, we should move it to your closet. I don't know what's going on in there, but you got
Yeah.
you think like hiding
Same thing
people
going on with
in
the
there.
chitties.
Mm.
Party and everybody's dropping. So, yeah. So, love you so much. I'm looking forward to hearing your story and watching the progression. It's something new for me to watch.
It's gonna be fun.
And I'm excited, and I
Yeah.
hope our viewers are excited. And viewers, if you know anybody that could benefit from this show, who put an angry thing up there? Oh, screw them. Get a life, because obviously they're following one of us. So,
Angry what?
oh, it's from my page.
It's me. Oh, yours?
Good, yeah.
Because just
Whatever.
FYI, my rep is horrible in this community. They hate
Yeah,
me.
so's mine. So's mine.
They probably just put that angry face up because it was my husband and he was mad when I told the whole world that my titties dropped to my ankles when I
Yeah,
took the
right.
bra off. He was probably like, that's a private thing between you and me. That is not to be broadcast to everybody.
I can't stand
Apparently,
it.
I've irritated people. I'm done.
I can't. Well, all right, everyone. Good night to both of you. And the rest of you, thank you for tuning in. And we
Good
leave you
night,
with this. Good night. Good night, everyone.
If you or
See
someone
you.
you know is contemplating suicide, please seek help by calling the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-TALK. That's 800-273-8255. Or simply by dialing 988. Your life is important, and there is someone that will listen to you. Are you a victim of child abuse or know someone who is? Please notify someone at 1-800-FOR-A-CHILD. Save a life. Make a change. Or are you or someone you love a victim of domestic violence? Call the people at the Domestic Abuse Hotline at 800-799-SAFE. That's 800-799-7233.